Hello from AOTA conference here in Kansas City, Missouri. As part of Fun Factory Sensory Gym, we're here with Dr. Paula Kramer. How are you? Thank you for interviewing with us.
I'm glad to be here.
I wanted to ask you about your occupational therapy career and journey all these
Yes.
years.
Well, I've been an occupational therapist for almost 50 years now. I work in pediatrics predominantly, and I have great love for theory building as well. I became an occupational therapist because I received occupational therapy as a child from after having spinal surgery, and the therapist changed my life. So I decided I wanted to change other people's lives with it, and I love working with children. And I've spent most of my career also teaching. I've been a department chair at several universities, and I just love it.
And now that you said teaching, Rebecca Dean mentioned that you were one of her
I was her
professors,
professor, yes.
and you were one of the reasons why she told us that she chose the path. She attended one of your classes, and right away she realized that's what she wanted to do because of Dr. Paula Kramer.
Well,
Did
thank
you
you.
know that?
She told me that. She has
Okay.
told me that. And I believe that people have to follow their dreams. She was very good in the class. She really shone and had a great understanding of the information. She really liked it. And she told me one day she was going to have her own business and her own practice. And I said, go for it. You know, I hate when people step on other people's dreams. I believe we should always support them. And they do what they want to do with their lives then.
Yeah, support them and help them grow even more.
That's right.
And what they do, what Rebecca is doing, it's phenomenal, amazing. And have you seen some of the
Yes.
sensor and your thoughts on those? Like,
I think she does a great job with pediatric practice. I think the sensory gyms are amazing. I think she creates wonderful environments for children to develop in and really thrive. And kids love that. They love that thing. They don't see it as therapy, they see it as fun.
it's
And that's how they develop better.
it's play.
Yes,
You're learning through play.
absolutely.
And those sensory gyms that are being created by Rebecca allow that to
Yes.
happen, to get the maximum potential out of all these children
Yes.
and the superpowers, as we call it.
Yes.
I was asked a question earlier. How many years does it take for occupational therapy, to be an occupational therapist? And I answered, it took a few, and it takes a lot now. You aware of that as a professor,
Yeah,
correct?
I mean, I got my baccalaureate in occupational therapy, and I was able to go out and work right away. But at this point, you have to have
Even a
at least a
doctorate?
master's or a doctorate. And I prefer the doctoral level because I think that we're competing in a medical model where the doctorate is the prime, the goal. The goal
Right.
is the accepted credential, and I think we should be moving to that level. They haven't made that decision yet, but I hope they do soon.
And what do you advise to your advice to like occupational therapists like me that only have a master's? Should we try to get the doctorate?
I
Should
think
we
you
go
should.
back?
I think that there are many online programs where you could do it while you're working. I don't think you have to stop working to do it. I think that the more education you have, the better off you'll be for the future, better prepared. But there are many online programs and weekend programs that you can engage in. And I encourage everybody to do that. You know, knowledge is power. And so the more knowledge you have, the better off it is.
For sure, and keep educating yourself through workshops
Absolutely.
and all that.
Absolutely.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure
Thank you
talking
for
with you
taking
as
the
well.
time.
Can I
Thank you for giving 50 years of your, life to everyone that you affected and improving our
Thank
world.
you. You know, if you love what
I
you do,
hope I can get to that.
you can.
I'm 18
You
years
can.
now, so I still have.
But if you love what you do,
exactly,
you.
exactly, and the
Keep
kids
going.
see, and the kids see it.
Oh,
in you, right?
absolutely. Absolutely.
So
And I've loved writing about it. My favorite
yes,
book is.
what would be something? I'm in a sensory, like a sensory therapist in a sensory gym. What would be something that from your books that would be
Well-
top one or two choices for them? For
Okay. I have a book. It's in the 4th edition now. We're working on the 5th edition. It's called Frames of Reference for Pediatric Occupational Therapy. I don't know if you used it in school, but there's 2 particular frames of reference that are very important in there. One is air sensory integration, and the other is sensory modulation, as done by Lucy Miller in the STAR
Right.
program. So I would highly recommend that for all pediatric
I
therapists.
know both. I know both of them, and they're great.
Thank you. Thank you.
so
That makes me
much.
feel
That's
good.
great. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you again.